Cousins kicks to Kennard. Cousins trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Dinwiddie drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era...
My goodness! That was special. Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Durant drawing the double team. Batum with the steal. Jackson looking it over. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Pass to Claxton. Kicks to Dinwiddie. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Harden launches it from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. The Nets shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the first one drops.
Well, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. George looking over the floor. Good on the triple. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Harden with the stuff.
ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
From deep. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just one on the basket from Paul George.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a danger.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Followed.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends. And that's a wrap with the third quarter approach.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three. George passes to Leonard. Over Harris. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Nets passing it around. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
George dishes to Beverly. Out to Morris. The tray. They get the rebound. Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. And it's good from the elbow. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
And Beverly has tremendous speed, both in how he passes and shoots it. Tough to cover in the screen and roll.
Irving finds Harden. Back to Irving. Shoots the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The shot by George, no good. Nets leading by 5. From past the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Ibaka, no luck. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Durant, wide open, he fires. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Over in the corner, Batum. The rebound by the Nets.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The pass to Dinwiddie. The dish to Durant. And it's in there.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Cousins trying to free himself up. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Batum.
no defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Now Dinwiddie. Outside, KD. To the inside. Green, no luck. Clippers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Jackson from long range. Batum finds Cousins. Outside Jackson. Shoots from the elbow.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
Here's KD. And good that time. Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Durant, also Green out there, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. From outside the arc, hits the 3-point bomb.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to KD. Five to shoot. Shooting foul, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The 3 from KD. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Beverly finds George. Morris outside, 6 to shoot. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
From deep, Harden gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Nets lead by 6.
And Harden's three-point accuracy is lethal. I mean, he gets his shot off with such ease and quickness.
George against Harden. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Harden against Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive.
How impressive was that? The little fella, Beverly, extending out for the block. Showed us some nice timing for a guy that's not much taller than 6'2".
Leonard, no luck.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. 1:53 left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 4. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
And here's Leonard from 3 and stolen by Jordan. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Steps back and dreams the jump shot. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Good work there as it goes.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Now, here is Harden. There's the triple. Here's Jordan. The Clippers grab the miss.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Leonard. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's KD. Harden outside. Right wing. From deep. He gets hauled in by Paul George.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Cousins with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Here's George. Money!
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Tucker in at the 4. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Harden against Holiday. Here is Harden. Outside Irving. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, here is Harden. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the paint. Here's Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
And here's Giannis. And the call, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
To the inside, here's Irving. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Up and in on the layup.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Lock at 6. Harris outside. Oh, and he almost had a... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Holiday, here we go. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way to establishing the attitude you want.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. A nice shot by Tucker.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden surveying the D. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter, but he recovers it. Griffin passes to Harden. Another shot. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. That shot missing, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Lopez finds Holiday, fires the 3. Jordan with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Irving, and the rejection by Giannis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Stolen by Harden. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Tie game in Brooklyn. And don't go away.
How many family do I got?
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Teague. And it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Portis against Green. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Tries again. Brown the pass to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. Now the pass to Claxton. And KD throws it down.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Bucks trail by 4. Teague deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Portis. Middleton outside. Beyond the arc. No good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Forbes kicks to Middleton. From 12 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short. Brooklyn leading by 6. Green, the pass to Claxton. Outside, KD. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Back to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Forbes can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Claxton, defended by Portis. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Down low. Here's Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved a layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Good on both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Holiday looking for an opening. Giannis right side. Back to Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Good on the second free throw. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14, and no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Holiday. Tucker. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Irving. And it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden, that's good. And the Nets lead by 7.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Tucker. Good work defensively by Harden.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden has... And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 9. Giannis passes to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 6.
You gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Harden with it. He's got 6. From the arc. Can't hit that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. DiVincenzo against Harris. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Count the basket. He has 6.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Harden the pass to Griffin. Harden against Holiday. Harden outside. Over Holiday. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Griffin on him. Back to Tucker. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Tucker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Harden outside. Now the dish to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 6.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Giannis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giannis has got 8 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden outside. Dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Brooklyn making some changes. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Holiday finds Giannis. The pass to Tucker. Left side, Antetokounmpo. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Tucker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:03 left in the third. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. Up top, Durant. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Holiday. The Bucks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Tucker dishes to Giannis. And it's all evened up. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Dinwiddie still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Durant. The rebound by the Bucks.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with Teague. And it's Nwora in at the power forward position. Dinwiddie passes to KD. 6 to shoot. And KD throws it down.
There's such a calm about Kevin Durant, even under duress of the shot clock. My goodness gracious, this man is tough to rattle.
Teague finds Middleton. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Passes to Nwora. Outside Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. From 18 feet away. That one wide left. Fournette shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
T kicks to Forbes. Middleton on the wing. Pass to Forbes. To the middle. And Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to KD. Over Middleton. Stolen. Wide open shot is on the money.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn trailing. KD dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to KD. Count that one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here is Forbes. There's the pass to Middleton. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Timeout called the Nets. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Fires the three. Here's Lopez.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 1. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Harden outside. Inside. Nifty move. And it's laid in by KD. KD's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Harden outside. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. And finished off by KD.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Giannis outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Now here's Harden. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. KD against Middleton. Clock is at 3. From deep three-point range, Durant, no good. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. The shot by Middleton, wide open, right between the eyes.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton
enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Here's Holiday. Oh, missed it. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the 3. Clock at 2. And that one goes long. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes back up. Tips it up. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And Jordan sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And here is Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Harden against Holiday. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Oh, my goodness. Lopez with a big-time delivery from the big man.
Harden outside. KD on the wing. Lopez with the block. On the wing, Holiday. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Outside Irving. Back to KD. Yep, that one goes.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. It's good!
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Harden hits them both.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Giannis outside. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. Irving passes to Griffin. Outside, KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden against Holiday. Count it!
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. David?
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. And for Brooklyn, they've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
The net shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And the shot goes in. So it's Brooklyn now. Now here's Harden. Fires high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
We all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Here's Lillard. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden kicks to Irving. There's the dish to Harris. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Oh, you better stick with Irving. You can't allow him any separation in the pick and roll.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Harden. Covington with the steal. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Lillard, and he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 5.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Harden surveying the D. The feed to Jordan. Off on the layup. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Covington's shot is off.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Harden's shot is off. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Durant. The pass to Claxton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Dinwiddie against Lillard. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here's McCollum. Lock at 6. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Cantor finds Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Goes up the baseline. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
43 seconds left to play in the first. Right side Durant. Trains the 19-footer.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
McCollum against Dinwiddie. McCollum passes to Cantor. McCollum kicks to Powell. Here's Cantor. Poke loose. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cantor's got his second bucket.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a three, but he's at his best closer in.
Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Both teams have it going here early. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Dinwiddie dishes to KD. And finished off by KD.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
McCollum outside. Here's Cantor. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. And they get it back. And he's able to get it back. The shot's good from Cantor.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Passes it to Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
The shot's good.
And no matter who is on him or where he's pulling up from, you better believe that Durant is always a threat to score.
Dinwiddie against Lillard. Dinwiddie with the steal. And they're on the break. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Lillard, right side. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over it.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dinwiddie against Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Good intensity. Did you see that? Great. That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze me.
Lillard with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Brooklyn leading by 5. There's the lob to Brown. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Simons. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. No good on the second free throw.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jordan against Lillard. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, I like the playmaking ability of Lillard. I mean, unpredictable in these pick-and-roll sets, and excellent at slicing the ball through the defense.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Irving against Lillard. Irving passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Lillard with it. 7 points in the game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Harden. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And stolen by Lillard. That'll do it for the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And Griffin slams it in.
And the chemistry Griffin has with his teammates, he's so good at realizing when to jump for the alley-oop.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he gets it to go.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Irving looking over the floor. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. To the paint. Nurkic finds Covington. Back to Nurkic. Sweet move. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No, it's never really easy trying to guard Nurkic. I mean, even when you get physical, he just stays with it.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that. Just
a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Lillard outside. Over Harden. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. From 8. The rebound by the Nets. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Yep, it counts. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Irving against Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. The rebound by Harden. Nets leading by 12. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Giles, that's good.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Cantor, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside Irving. With the tip. And Harden on the follow. Harden's got 11 points. Trailblazers trail by 15. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
And how about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. And the layup is good. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Here is Harden. 13 points in the game. Takes the 3. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. James Harden getting it done for the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Trailblazers trail by 17. They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The shot by Powell, no good. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Durant up top, defended by Covington. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Down low, it's tipped. Dinwiddie with the steal. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 17-point lead, their biggest. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For 3, Durant. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
On the loose, Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Lillard looking around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
KD's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 20. Shot from the wing. And that misses badly. Air ball. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Six on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Durant, no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
And it's Simons missing. Nets leading by 20. Brown outside. Picked away. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Pass to Durant. And they call an illegal screen here.
He didn't turn it over once in the first half. All of a sudden, he's giving them one gift after another gift after another.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And finished off by Nurkic.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Brown. Durant with a wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Nets lead by 18. Lillard outside. A 3-ball. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. It's good.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists here tonight.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
He throw good, Damian Lillard.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
Dinwiddie outside. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Nurkic. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Simons, the pass to Giles. And it's Covington atop the key. Over Green. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
and terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Now here's Durant. From deep three-point range, that shot no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center. And for Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2. Now here's Harden. The 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Harden with it. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Leonard against Durant. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Harden the pass to Durant, and Jordan has it in the corner. Harden kicks to KD. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Beverley finds Ibaka. Griffin against Leonard. Pass to Batum. Right side, George. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. From 10 feet out, Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And that one's good, Leonard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now here's Brown. Passes it to Harden. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. The kick out to Brown. Nets passing it around. Here's Harden. Off with the layup.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Outside for George for 3. That shot off the mark. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Durant with a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Ibaka outside. Leonard looking around.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Harden and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Durant, the pass to Jordan. Bobbed up there for KD. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Throws it up high. On the wing, Irving. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. High post, Zubats. There's Jackson with the three. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Nets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubats. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. The Nets with the lead. Irving passes to Claxton.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Kennard kicks to Zubats. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kennard's shot is off.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Here's Luwawu. The Clippers grab the miss. One-on-one here. Pass to Zubats. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. There's Dinwiddie. He kicks it to Green. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Claxton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Just 2 to shoot. Irving. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Morris, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Green, no luck. Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Irving against Kennard. Irving can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 3. And there's the pass to Morris. Here's Zubac. Dishes it to Morris. To the paint. A second chance effort. Here's Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. The tray. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Now Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. George with the ball. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. So thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that's...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Here's Harden. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Leonard, the pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Brooklyn trailing.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
For the tie, here's Durant. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Nets miss again.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
Outside, George. Ibaka looking for an opening. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. KD against Leonard. Plays it up and banks it in. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
George dishes to Ibaka. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Nets trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Clippers leading by 5. Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Ibaka, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
It's Durant on the wing. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Durant's got 5.
Just what this offense is designed to do. Get Durant these kinds of looks.
Outside Leonard. Launches it. And again, no good by the Clippers.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. For the tie. Jordan trying to free himself up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
And George kicks to Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And from that mid-range area, Serge gotten pretty reliable.
Harden against Beverly. It's Harden with the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Pass to Kennard. The shot from 20 feet away. Not going to go that time. Here's Harden. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Zubac, the best of man. Kennard for 3. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now, here is Harden. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard for 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Jackson against Dinwiddie. That one falls. And the Nets lead by 5.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. A putback. That one's not going to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Leonard attacking. Rebounded by the Nets.
Beating right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time. That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Leonard. From downtown. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Timeout called, the Nets. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Then for the Nets, Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lets the 3 fly. Again, Leonard missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And so they foul intentionally. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. And the Nets miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, Leonard in position. Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
They need points, trying to keep some momentum. Cousins understands the situation.
Beverly against Harden. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Durant with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Irving against George. Looking to end his cold spell. It falls.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And George kicks to Leonard. To the middle. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. To take the lead. But they recover it. 6-second difference between shot and game plan.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead.
Kevin Durant as a rookie to Kevin Durant right now. The difference is he's comfortable being a vocal leader. Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
The 3 from George. The shot, no good. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now. No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. The deep 3 from George. Off the mark.
And something that Harden continues.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Al Harden following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the first points of the night for the Bucks.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Again, the miss by Harden.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Now here's Durant. Lock at 6. And the basket is good.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Brown. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Over Harris. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harden against Holiday. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Giannis. Wide open. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And Harris wide open. He shoots good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 5. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Pass to Holiday. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Durant puts up a deep 3. A miss that time would have put him up. Milwaukee in the lead. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. It's stolen by Harris. Brown dishes to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lopez inside, guarded by Harden.
Used all.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Griffin, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Teague, the pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Inside, Connaughton off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Left side, Irving. Step back on that one and let it fly.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good, absolutely, virtually impossible.
Teague drives in. Back to Forbes. That's tipped. To the inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. It's a tie ball game.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. For the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
To the middle. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Crafty move, and the layup good by Teague. Teague's got his first 2 points of the night.
Hey, Teague's not a big guy, but he's not really pint-sized. Nonetheless, impressive work for the little fella to get it done inside.
Dinwiddie against Teague. The kick out to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 8.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Outside Portis. Passes it to Connaughton. Portis in the post. The kick out to Teague. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Portis can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Dinwiddie outside. And the pass to Irving. There's the three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Teague deciding where to go with it. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
Dinwiddie with it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Irving finds Dinwiddie. Irving against DiVincenzo.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. The dish to Giannis. Rebounded by the Nets. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The rebound by Middleton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Giannis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. It's not going to go for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from James Harden. And the Bucks with possession here. Outside Holiday. And here is Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Here's DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 3. Pops it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Passes to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Harris against Middleton, and no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For the lead, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
You know, sometimes all you can do is knock Middleton around, be physical with him, and hope the shot doesn't go in. I mean, he's got a long, expansive reach and a nice soft touch inside, and that presents problems for the defense.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And a deep 3 from Harden. For the tie. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Bucks leading by 3. Outside Teague. Outside Portis. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Pops it up for Jordan. And no good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Nets trail by 3. Brown dishes to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Outside Irving. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Claxton in at the center. Right side, Griffin. To take the lead. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Tucker, the pass to Connaughton. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Claxton, powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Teague against Dinwiddie. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebound Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Now here's Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. Middleton against Green, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Harris on the double team. And that one's good by Lopez.
Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Harden against Holiday. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Stolen by Durant. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Giannis with it. Inside, Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Nets trail by 3. And here's Harden. 1:31 left in the game. Brown finds Harris. Nets passing it around. Here's KD. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Outside Holiday. And Durant sends it back. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Out to Harris. Harden outside. Outside, KD. 5 on the clock. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo running. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Holiday against Harden. The feed to Jordan. KD on the wing. Money!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, KD. This one for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall. It falls!
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of the game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth. Got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have... Welcome, fans. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the next starting five, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here is Harden following the score by Damian Lillard. Harden right side. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
The Nets shooting their first free throw tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Here's Simons. Pass to Lillard. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Harden.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
To the paint, Nurkic. And Durant sends it back. Giles kicks to Nurkic. Simons the pass to Lillard. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Harden. That one good for 2.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. And Lillard throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Harden scanning the floor. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Lillard from outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And here's Harden. 7 points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
McCollum against Harden, and Kanter throws it down.
Boy, Kanter is a big-time target. Sometimes just throw it toward the rim. He'll take care of the rest.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The three from Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Portland leading by 4. Here's McCollum. Pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. No good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes.
I think it comes from being in a.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Norman Powell. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Kanter in at the center, filling out the middle. Drains it from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders. And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score, an instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Nice step back to get it off. Irving's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that's just the master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Jones with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. The shot's good from Kanter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Green against Anthony. Green, the pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Kanter with it. McCollum outside, shoots the 3. Kanter, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kanter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Outside Irving. Over to the left wing. That shot by Griffin, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity, and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Griffin. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school.
Go figure is right.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To end the cold streak, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. .102 left to play here in the half. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lobs it up for Jordan, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. Pass to Simons. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And not going to let him get... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the one. Chalk up two there.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Harden outside. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Harden's got 14.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league. We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Shoots from the corner. No good off the front iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Lillard. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
But he gets it back. Here's Harris. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Irving, good.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Powell. McCollum trying to get open. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Three-pointer. Kept alive.
Well, you have to like that Cantor gets active on the defensive end. This is the area of his game that he continues to work on.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The drive by Anthony, and Portland turns it over again. .116 left in the third. Now Dinwiddie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Irving for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Stolen by Cantor. And here's the fast break. Powell, the pass to Anthony. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
To the middle. Here's Griffin. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Griffin's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Here's McCollum. Count that bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Trailblazers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. They've got Anthony. Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Cantor in at center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 6 to shoot. Powell finds McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. On the basket by Jones.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Irving. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so they foul intentionally. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. To the paint. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden the pass to KD. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball, and Brown throws it down hard.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Here's Lillard. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to Harris. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to KD to tie it up. That one misses. And it's Portland the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard, bounce pass. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Nets.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
KD drives in.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Here is Durant. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
It's a hand on it. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the 4th quarter, they belong just 6 points.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Harden outside. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 4 this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Nets.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
34 seconds left in the game. Nails the triple.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland with a new 14. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Brooklyn. It's Durant on the wing. From downtown, laces one from three.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.